joined now by our Regional Secretary, GMB West Midlands, Jo Morgan, at the Women's Conference 2016. Jo, thank you for taking time out to obviously open up our conference and also to speak to us now. How are you finding it so far?
I think it's really good. I think the conference itself is excellent, the way it's laid out, and the fact that it's been organised by the women activists themselves, by BOSS, Birmingham Organised Sister Society, and they make sure that we know what they want. They don't request, they demand, and that's the way it's going, and that's the way we want it to go. So I think the conference has opened up very well. There's still a long way to go, but I think it's really going well at the moment.
And you spoke earlier during your opening speech about there being glass ceilings and women and whoever it is being able to break through those barriers. What plans have you got in for the region to get more female members active in their branches and with regional events and so forth?
Well, with regards to the glass ceiling, we've got an issue in society where there is a glass ceiling, and as I said in my opening speech, we need to make sure that those glass ceilings are not just leaned on or cracked, they need to be smashed. And the only way that's going to happen is if women are empowered, and not empowered by men, but empowered by themselves. And what we want to do within each branch, within the region, is encourage more activism with regards to the women members of the branch. And the only way we're going to do that is by having a woman's officer in each branch and making sure that they're given the opportunities and making sure that they're given the resources and not held back. So we're going to encourage as much as we possibly can, and you'll find that you are pushing against an open door, even though I'm suggesting that you must smash those barriers and smash those glass ceilings. You'll be pushing on an open door within the region. We
know that from experience, so it's very welcome, thank you. I mean, just in terms for anybody that doesn't know who you are, I hope that's not the case, but we never know. Do you want to just tell people a little bit about how you got involved in the GMB and got to obviously your position as you are now?
Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah, I've been an activist within the trade union movement for about 40 years. My first job at 16, I joined the union straight away, which most people did in those days. You were just told when you started work, go and find out who the union is and join the union. I got involved, and I ended up getting involved in the trade union and wanting to become active. And activism is very, very important, but I found that there was an awful lot of very elderly men, and they were all men, there was no women, they were all elderly men who were telling me, don't worry son, just take your time, you know, be patient and your time will come. Well, I wasn't patient and I didn't want to take my time, I wanted to be active and I wanted to get involved. And that's how I got involved in the trade union movement when I was 16 years old. And then I became a full-time officer when I was 32, and now I've been an officer of the union for 25 years now, and I've been regional secretary for 15. But I had barriers put in my way, but nowhere near the amount of barriers that women have, because it's accepted when men want to get involved in the trade union movement. And there's a wonderful, wonderful scene in the Made in Dagenham, where when you watch it, and the women who have refused to accept what the men in the unions said that they should accept, and they fought for equal pay. And there's a wonderful scene where it opens up a trade union conference, and the women look out, and they're all middle-aged men sitting there looking at them and going, go on then love, tell us what you want. And that's why things had to change. And I got involved in the trade union movement when I was 16, as I said, and I hope I have had some small part in that change, because I came through a system where working class people were and still are kept down, but working class women were kept down even more, and working class men accepted it, and that's wrong.
Yeah, and I think it's powerful that working class women accepted it as well. So thank you, Jo, thank you for your time taking away from the conference today, and continue to enjoy the day.
Thanks very much, it's a pleasure.